Honestly speaking, going into next season, Partey can't be there. No, he can't. He definitely can't. There are
Arsenal is like Netflix. Like we are always waiting for the next season. This is a popular quote from Patrice Evra. Do you think? Do you think he is right?
to an extent now. He's right to an extent. Yes, he is.
So, my hear your thoughts on today's game.
I don't think I would say much now. Paris were better. They were the better side. That is all. That is what I want to say. They were the better side. We tried. We did try. Actually, Arsenal did not even actually play any bad ball today. The issue was that Paris was just the better side. That is it.
So Paris was the better side. In the first game, he said, "Bring Partey." Oh, the octopus wasn't around. Oh, Partey and Rice work well together. There is no Rice without Partey, and there's no Partey without Rice. Today, it was a different case scenario. What happened to your midfield today?
Honestly speaking, going into next season, Partey can't be there. No, he can't. He definitely can't. There are certain changes that Arsenal. I don't know. I don't know this. We have a new sporting director, and I think that we also have some new board members. I don't know the plan towards next season, but what I do know as a fan, okay, the only thing we as fans want from our players is that they just give us trophies so that we are going to have bragging rights. That is what we want. That is what we as players. I'm sorry, that is what we as fans want. If you look across, like I've been saying this thing before, if you look across the full EPL, even the recently promoted teams, you will see that no matter how bad their squad is, they will always have that single player that is going to determine a game for them. The only thing that is going to hold that player back is just his team, because their team were not good enough.
Yeah.
Look at Ipswich and they have the lap. If the lap was in Man City, the lap would have been competing with Haaland for goals. Bro, Mayu that is not shattered, scattered everywhere. They are all over the place. Still, they still have somebody like Bruno Fernandes.
Yes.
And just like the other guy that interviewed, I need to apologize to every Manchester United fan. Out of sentiment, I have been saying that I have been comparing Odegaard with Bruno. I am never going to do it in my life again. Hands to God, I will never do it in my life again. Yes, so he was injured, he was this, he was that, but I thought that no, because even yourself, you guys talk. Odegaard was on that path of being comparable to all the best midfielders, like all the good midfielders in Europe. Odegaard was in that path. I don't know what happened this season. Maybe he just fell off. And it happens to the best of our players, the people that we like, it happens. But what I do know is that what Arsenal is lacking is that player. I'm not saying that the ones that we have are not actually determined though. I'm not saying that they're not determined to win games or win trophies, but that special player, let's say like your Yamal or your Pedri.
But you have Saka.
Yes, he's the only one. Saka is literally the only one. Look at our front line. You are bringing in a midfielder to cover up for a striker. For the past 3 years, Arsenal has been playing without a striker. Don't even call Kai Havertz.
I wanted to call Gabriel Jesus, but
that one.
It seems like Jesus has went to heaven.
Out of 38 games, he's going to play like 8. The remaining 30, he's nowhere to be found. Is that a striker? That is not a striker for me. Martinelli, he's not clinical. Trossard, is even
shaky every now and then.
It's not like he's actually shaky. On the left hand side, he's the most clinical person we actually have. And he's not even fully reliable. The only person that we rely on is Bukayo Saka. And it is not enough. It is not enough. In City, you have Doku, you have Mamouche, you have Haaland, you have Grealish, you have all these people that are game deciders. In Liverpool, you have Nunes, you have Gakpo, you have Salah. You have Darwin Nunes, or even if he's a flop, he's still there. He can decide games every time. Look at Chelsea. Chelsea that we Arsenal fans are laughing at, they spend over 1 something billion. Or even the 1 something billion said that they spend, they still have players. First 11, third 11, they have players. I'm not saying that these players, this squad that Arsenal has is not a good squad. It is a good squad, but Arsenal don't have that player or those group of players that will actually decide or be like, this is my moment. You know that Mbappe moments now in the World Cup. I be like, this is my moment, Omo. I don't go if just they make these people just come score me. That Mbappe moments, like clutch player moments, like moments that will be like, okay, man, punish these teams more. Even if I go lose, man, punish them. Arsenal don't get that kind of player. The only person, the only exception there is Saka. And with the way the team is, it's not enough. Overall, Arsenal did not have a bad game today. Arsenal did not play bad. The only thing was that what we had and what we brought to the game was not just enough. Was not enough. And we have to make changes going into the summer and into the new season. Like I said, a striker, a winger, a midfielder, and a defender. That is it.
Noted, I'll tell Ateta.
Okay.
So what positives can you take out from today's match despite the loss?
The positive I actually take out is just one person, one player. Mireno. Right from the time they bought me from Real Sociedad, I've been saying this. That guy has not had any bad game.
Yeah.
You know that he was new, so he also had to adapt. Like, you had to give him time. If you look at Mireno played excellent today. He did well today. Okay, there were, you know that during the game, there were certain times that Saka will either cross the ball or the ball will come from the left-hand side.
Yeah.
There was nobody there. The guy is playing two roles. From the attack, he will drop down to the midfield to support. When he sees that it is time to go, before he gets there, it's already too late. Meaning that, okay, look at the other teams. Look at Haaland. Okay, I do know that most times that when they are dispossessed, when they don't have the ball, they actually go back to support the defense.
Yeah.
But when it is time to score goal, you always see Haaland there. But it's not the same thing with Arsenal. You can't depend on it. You can't depend on the defender that you just tried, experimented to play strike, and he to play on the number 9 role, and he's not going to work.
Not everybody's Maguire.
Not everybody's Maguire. Maguire, but yes. So Wisdom said that Maguire should be nominated for the. I agree. Maguire should be nominated for the Ballon d'Or because the guy is doing marvelously. When it is time for him to go forward, he does it well. I don't know how he does it, though, but he does it well. It's not the same with Merino. Merino is playing, experimenting at the same time. He's doing his job. If you look, Merino is playing two roles as a striker and as a midfielder at the same time. It is not an easy job to do. Partey, I don't know what to say about Partey. What we expected from him, he did not. The second goal was actually his fault. The second goal from Hakimi, that was actually his fault. I'm not saying that he's not actually a good player, but he is a good player. Old age is not there. Okay, we're extending his contract. That is good. I'm not saying that we should just throw him out the door like that. Whenever, if you have someone new, no be every time you go to play and in the rest, then Partey go. You see a very good player, but Partey cannot be our number 1 holding midfielder going into next season. The same as how Martinelli cannot be our number 1 left winger going into next season. And we must have a striker and a defender and a new midfielder, a 4. That is it for me. But anyway, kudos to Paris. They actually did well. And, I expect great things from them.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.